Mr. Eazi and Can Promise has a good one out here called That Way. Deeply, and they imagine how much or how they were able to clear that sample. But we are not here for the music, we are here for the video. So let's just dive in. Okay, so first frame. I actually like the font selection and the placement of everything. Like, it was just everywhere. And this play, I think we're about to experience a lot of VFS. So we could just go. Let's just flow. Let's just flow. VFX. See that shot. Bro, whoever did the VFX should be credited for this. Wait, so who was this? Directed by what? Charlie Rees. So this is actually Can Promise featuring Mr. Eazi, That Way, directed by Charlie Rees. Yeah, I don't know who that person is, but I think the VFX on this project is actually wild. Transition, Charlie. Oof, okay, that'd be hard. I actually like this lightning because I'm yet to watch the video. This is the first time watching the video, right? But it's beginning to give me like this vintage afternoon, late afternoon, like golden hour vibe, right? Because there's a light coming in from here, and you can actually see the hotspot here, the hotspot here, the hotspot here, like harsh lightning with a little diffusion. Framing, composition. The composition is crazy. It's more like a camcorder video, but the composition and the costume is crazy. Oof. Okay. First of all, rule of thirds. Here and here. Beautiful rule of thirds, right? Because they have Can Promise here and then Mr. Eazi in the background here. And the balance, they just intentionally put this one here just to create the balance, right? But look at this. VFS, bro. And just as I was saying from the beginning, the golden hour thing. See, the golden hour thing. And I think there's a little light coming in from here, or either it was reflected or something was bounced off the golden light hour. But yeah, this is beautiful.
Girl, you're already too sexy. What do you do me with your eyes? Make it back.
Rule of third. Boom. And then just here. Rule of third. Simple, just center, like no crazy thing. Simple rule of third. Okay. Another rule of third, but let's focus more on the lighting because there's a light coming in from here. And then I believe there should be a flag because they were actually going for a more cinematic, moody look. And the death of Phil with the Ghana flag, in the background, and then Mr. Eazi here in the background.
Your drama, no too plenty. And you know, so the vibes don't lie. All these girls, but you are the light.
I mean, same scene anyway. Same scene, just one light coming in here. I just like the whole camcorder vintage look with a strong grain. Okay, let's see the shot. Okay, so definitely a light coming in from here, another flag here, or nothing at all because the shadows here, like it's more like a one lighting system. And then composition, beautiful, bro. Basic rule of thirds. Like this week, everything that we've been working on is just rule of thirds. Basic rule of thirds. See exactly where he is positioned. This is actually beautiful. Same scene. I mean, it's music video, so same scene. But I actually like, you see how he was placed on the other third instead of being centered. You catch it? Was placed on the third, and then there is a balance here, and there is a little balance here. But the subject, is actually a whole balance on its own. So yeah, this framing is also beautiful. And as you can see, there is some light coming in, reflecting from this to his head. So beautiful scenes. But this hotspot, I do not want to believe there is a light. I don't believe there was a light up here because it doesn't look like. but there is this hot spot here. But obviously you can see around this shade there is a light coming in from here because it's all on this shade. But Moku just roll. From the top. This is a beautiful shot. Yay. Rule of third. See how she's just centered with the plane in the background. And then let's just draw our rule of third over this. See. Everything we just rule of third too. Make you no go overthink the project. It be rule of third. Let's just continue. And a beautiful, I don't know if it's a steady cam, but Mr. Eazi go use a steady cam obviously. But beautiful steady cam. Another rule of third. Another rule of third. See how they were beautifully centered. And the lower part of the thirds. Beautiful. For the lighting on this thing, I've already told you guys. It's just like, it just feels like one light coming in from here. That's all. So, and they were going in for a more camcorder look. So, with a grain, with a more camcorder look, with a grain and all that. So, this is actually beautiful. It's this beautiful light in the background. You don't. Look at the light in this area. It's actually light in the background and this area of the background and a little bit of this space. And you see, it's actually a hot spot in the ground, but it's still beautiful because it likes the background. It actually makes because I strongly believe because of these textures on the wall, they actually wanted to put the background in focus without making it take their attention, but that was good. And when you put a thing on me, think I know. That's hard. I like how Mr. Eazi came in there. See, that be billionaire. See how he's being playful. Then you people with like 1 CD, 2 CD, if they talk to you, touch it every day. Charlie, God bless all billionaires.
My girl wanna roll one thing, no they like fighting, rather ride that thing. My girl, she be 5-star.
Basically the same thing. Basically the same framing. Centered. Rule of thirds. Sorry, I had to do that. Rule of thirds. Basic. But I actually like the positioning of Kim Promise better in this frame because I think I can see Kim Promise more. But I mean, this is beautiful. Rule of thirds. They actually did like reverse engineering on this whole project, right? Because the other one, Kim Promise, was somewhere around here, and now Mr. Eazi is somewhere closer to this third. Sorry, yeah. Mr. Eazi is closer to this third, and there is a light coming in from here. I strongly believe they actually added some light sources because you can see here there's a little light. So maybe there was a bounce here and then there was a light coming in from here. Let's just continue. Oof. Okay. Okay. See how? See the framing. And then there's a foreground here. There's a foreground. There's someone here. This is a whole balance shot. A whole balance shot. If you are going according to the rule of third safe. Bro, this is a whole balance shot. The balance in this thing is crazy. I never wanna let you. Look, see that edit. I fighting rather ride that thing. My girl, she be 5-star, I know be they shot our but she like my pin. I never wanna. Hey, that can't be crazy. Big shout outs to the edit. Let you go. Yeah, so this was the light that was reflecting on Kim Promise. Back there when I indicated there was a light coming in from here, this was the light that was actually reflecting. This was the light that was actually reflecting on Kim Promise. And this is actually a beautiful frame. This is actually a beautiful frame with the people here. You know, they actually made use of the foreground. of this as a foreground with the light, and then I strongly believe there should be a light coming in from here, because you can see around this area there's a highlight and then there's a hotspot here, so there's definitely a light coming in from this area.
But I always wanna watch you leave, yeah. Shawty's got a hold on me. Nobody fits with John. I'm hot in, yeah. But you do me, nobody they come close. And when you put it on me, I want ghost.
Okay, the shadows are down here, so obviously there was a light up here that was coming down like this, so there was obviously a light up there.
But you never say your love, I wonder. Yeah.
But why the blue though? I'm thinking, why the blue though?
Me nobody they come close. And when you put it on me, I want ghost. But you never say your love, I wonder. Yeah. See. But you never do me nobody they come close.
Same thing.
Let's see.
This is like a billionaire who is like very smart about his budget. Same thing, different lights and we move.
You are.
Yo, you people see that as auto. You people see that as auto.
You
yeah. Ah.
You are. Girl, you are my fire.
See, another rule of third. Like, bro, whoever this director was, he knew what. See, sending them in the lower part of it. There is a second patch here, and then there is that huge space up here. Hey, composition, framing, bro, and intentionally left this space and this space just for balance. And you know, this black bars, just to make it 4x3, because they were going in for the more camcorder look.
And when you put it in,
look at the shadows, very soft shadows. Was it that way? Hey, Charlie, composition, oh. See how, and then, hey, bro, crazy composition. I mean, it kind of makes sense because Mr. Eazi's face is out there already, right? So he doesn't really need that recognition. So I think that was actually came in play, and then they allowed that composition, because if this was done for like a new art, it would have been like a bigger problem, right? Yeah, because he wants his face out there, so yeah, it makes sense. Charlie, some daddy lumber too for that side. Hey. Ooh. I want it that way. I like this video. I like how playful they were actually allowed to be. Like, they were actually allowed to be themselves, no some stiff direction. And I think that's what actually sold the video for me. In as much as I like the cinematography of this whole video, they being allowed to be themselves was actually what sold the video for me. So yes, today we broke down Mr. Eazi featuring Can Promise That Way by Charlie Rees. And then yeah, this is an amazing music video. You guys should go check it out. So my name is Boy from Afro Blaq Africa Shows. This is the part where I tell you to all get busy, because you need to get busy.